Looking back at the years that have passed since I started my self-improvement journey, I feel a mix of emotions. When I first began, it felt exhilarating, like I was stepping into a whole new world. I immersed myself in the process, and everything felt fresh and exciting. Now, with just a few months left before I officially become an adult, I can't help but feel proud of my younger self. There's a bit of regret too, but the achievements I've made, no matter how small, are undeniable. -1 month ago, I made the choice to record a video on my phone. It was a seemingly small action, but it marked the beginning of something bigger. I've grown, learned, and even earned some money along the way. If I could go back in time and speak to my younger self, I would tell him to not just think of these lessons as a mindset, but as rules to live by. These were not just ideas. They were steps I should have followed much more strictly. If I had done that, my progress would have been faster, and I might have reached even higher. Yet I don't dwell too much on the past. Instead, I want to share 5 key lessons. One wish I had known during my teenage years. Lessons that could change your life. Now that adulthood is knocking on my door, I feel the urgency to share what I've learned before it's too late. Let's dive into the first lesson. Also, if you're into the kind of content I produce on this channel, feel free to subscribe. The first thing I want to stress is, avoid entering romantic relationships during your teenage years. Many people argue that dating during this phase helps develop social skills, and there's no harm in forming relationships with girls. But trust me when I say that the risks outweigh the benefits. This period of your life is about exploring, learning, and growing, not getting caught up in emotional entanglements that can drain your energy. Instead of focusing on romantic relationships, focus on understanding people better. Learn to connect with others without the pressure of turning those relationships into something romantic. Teenage relationships are tricky, mainly because your brain isn't fully developed. You don't yet have the emotional stability or maturity needed to handle the complexities of a relationship. Your hormones are in overdrive, which often leads to impulsive decisions and actions. It's during this time that you should be building yourself, exploring new hobbies, or improving your skills. Chasing relationships will only distract you from this crucial phase of self-discovery. And once you hit your 20s, your mind will naturally slow down and make more calculated decisions, ones that will propel you forward in life. Romantic relationships in your teenage years can often lead to heartache, and the emotional toll they take is immense. Breakups during this period are particularly devastating because you haven't yet developed the mental fortitude to recover quickly. The aftermath can leave you feeling lost, demotivated, and unproductive, wasting years of your life that could have been spent building something meaningful. Instead of dealing with the roller coaster of emotions that comes with love and breakups, use this time to grow in areas that will truly benefit you in the long run. This is the perfect stage in life to work on building yourself, whether that means improving your body, mastering a new skill, or developing a talent. The teenage years are for laying the foundation that will set you up for success in adulthood. Think about where you want to be 5 or 10 years from now, and start making the decisions today that will help you get there. The future version of yourself will thank you for the discipline and focus you showed during your teenage years. If you invest in yourself during your teenage years, the rewards will be tenfold by the time you reach adulthood. One of the key lessons I've learned is that you can't depend on traditional systems to guarantee your success. Sure, scoring high marks or passing the toughest exams might seem like a surefire way to secure a good future, but in reality, it doesn't always work that way. Many people who excel in academics end up stuck in jobs they don't enjoy, struggling to find real fulfillment. If you're watching this video, chances are you're not someone who's satisfied with an average life. You want more. You're someone who's willing to take risks and push the limits to achieve greatness. That's why it's crucial to stop relying on conventional methods to determine your future success. The world is changing rapidly, and the opportunities available today are endless. One of the most accessible and lucrative paths is through content creation. In today's digital age, anyone with a smartphone and a bit of creativity can carve out their own path to financial independence. I've been working on a faceless content creation guide, which is almost ready. If you're a teenager in India looking to earn between $800 to $1,000 a month from the comfort of your home without even showing your face, this guide will be for you. I'm excited to release it soon, and I believe it could open up new possibilities for you. Now, moving to the second major lesson I've learned. Having multiple streams of income is no longer just an option. It's a necessity. Back in 2021 and 2022, if you had several ways of earning money as a teenager, you were considered ahead of the game. Today, it's a requirement for survival. In an unpredictable economy, Relying on a single source of income is incredibly risky, especially in this era of rapid change. That's why it's important to diversify your earnings. Having multiple streams of income ensures that you're protected, no matter what happens in the job market or the economy. The teenage years are the perfect time to start building these streams. And with the rise of content creation, it's easier than ever to find new ways to make money. Whether it's through social media, YouTube, or freelancing, the opportunities are endless. I'm not saying you should completely abandon your studies or the conventional path, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. Success in the toughest exams or in highly competitive fields is the exception, not the rule, and even if you do manage to excel academically, there's no guarantee that you'll find fulfillment or financial freedom in a traditional career. Many people have realized that content creation, social media marketing, or starting a small business can offer not only financial rewards, but also a greater sense of purpose. In the digital age we live in, there are countless opportunities to create income streams that align with your passions and skills. Content creation is one such avenue that allows you to turn your ideas and creativity into a profitable career. You don't need to have a massive following or even show your face to make it work. All you need is the willingness to learn, adapt, and put in the effort consistently. The earlier you start, the more time you have to perfect your craft and build a sustainable source of income. If you begin to explore these paths early, by the time you reach your 20s, you'll have an arsenal of skills that most people are still trying to figure out. The digital landscape is vast and full of opportunities, but the key is to remain focused and avoid distractions. Too often teenagers get caught up in the fast-paced, consumer-driven culture that social media promotes. It's easy to get lost in the endless scroll of entertainment, but instead of consuming content, start creating it. Learn how to craft stories, develop an audience, and monetize your skills. That's the true power of the digital age. Teenagers today have access to more information and resources than any generation before. Use this to your advantage. Instead of spending hours watching content that doesn't add value to your life, dive into learning how to make money online, how to build your personal brand, or how to start a small business. You're never too young to start building the future you want. And in today's world, the possibilities are virtually limitless. The last lesson I wish I knew earlier is the importance of patience. Many teenagers, including myself, tend to want quick results, but the truth is success rarely happens overnight. It takes time, consistency, and a lot of learning from failure. Don't get discouraged if you don't see immediate results. The most important thing is to keep pushing forward, even when things aren't moving as fast as you'd like. Every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. The foundation you're building now will serve you for the rest of your life. So take your teenage years seriously. These are the years that will shape who you become. As an adult, avoid the distractions, the temptations, and the emotional roller coasters that come with relationships and fleeting pleasures. Instead, focus on building something that will last. Whether it's mastering a skill, starting a business, or building an online presence, make sure you're investing in yourself. When you do, you'll not only set yourself up for success, but you'll also create a life filled with purpose, passion, and true fulfillment.